So I remember emailing home to my family the first couple weeks and getting in trouble because I wouldn't answer their questions because I didn't know how to. They would always ask, what's life like living there? What's your apartment like? What's the bus rides, the plane rides? They just wanted to know what it's like to live there. Well, it's not very different from here. I mean, we lived in a house, we slept in a bed, but the longer that I was there, the more I realized how different it actually is. Little differences make up what the big differences are. And I think the first thing is it's crowded there. There's a lot of people. When you're on planes, when you're on trains, buses, on an angkot, which is their public transportation there, everyone is you just cram in. That's just what you do. Whereas in the States, people kind of like their space and they, it's not always super crowded when you get on stuff. There's usually room for you. But in Indonesia, it's just fit as many people as you can. And it felt like a game sometimes trying to fit people in. And me being this big white person, I took up the space of 3 of them. And it was pretty funny to see some of their reactions and to try and squeeze into those tight places. Another thing that is different is their showers and it's just something that they've grown up, they're accustomed to. It's a bucket with water and you just dump the water on, then you wash your hair, wash your body, and then you rinse it off. Whereas here we have running water and we can use that as a shower, we can do all those things, but depending on which city you're in, that's not always a luxury that you have. And so that took a bit of getting used to, and the water was freezing cold. So it was a good way to wake you up in the morning and get your day started, but it was a little different. But life there is fast-paced. It's moving 1,000 miles a minute, and it's fun because you get to talk to a lot of people, but it could be difficult for missionaries or for members because you don't have a lot of time to share a message if someone's interested, and you don't have a lot of time to kind of guide a discussion or a conversation that you're having towards that gospel doctrine that you're trying to teach. But all in all, I'd say it's not too terribly different. But if you go there, it would be a little bit of a culture shock. It's different enough that it would make some people uncomfortable. But we as missionaries, I know that the Spirit was there with us, and it definitely helped us to get accustomed to that and just be able to love the people and love the place.